I read an article this morning about the mass resignation that we've been hearing about really, I think, since around the middle of COVID. So, this idea that we are re-examining what it is that we want from our careers and from our lives. And as a result, people are handing in their notice and moving on to jobs and lives that are better fit for what they want in the next chapter of their life. As a career coach, that really excites me because that's something that I have worked with people towards for the last 12 years. However, I do think it is worth considering before we get caught up in the idea of the mass resignation, what we're moving to. So, what I see when people often initially come for coaching is the feeling of, I want to get out of where I am. It isn't working, the career isn't working for me, I'm not happy, I'm feeling stuck. And I'm not saying that those things are not true, so only you know what you're feeling. But what I'd like you to think about, and what I think is missing in a lot of the articles that are out there at the moment, is the importance of actually taking a moment to breathe, pause, reflect, and really think about what you want to move towards. So we can have this reactive response where we just want to get away from the discomfort, and that's perfectly normal. But we owe it to ourselves to really think about what it is we want more of, what it is we want less of. And I know as a coach, my program has always been clarity, confidence, results. And sometimes people will come for coaching and want to dive straight into the results. But to be honest, if you don't have the clarity, so if you don't know what it is you want specifically in the next chapter of your life, so what is it you want to think or feel about the work you're doing? What is it you want more of? What is it you want less of? What is the lesson for you in moving away from where you are right now? Do you need to move? So if you can take some time to figure out what works for you in this role, is there a way to find more of it? Is there a way to move away from the things that you don't enjoy? You're in a role perhaps where you can leverage your experience and have the ability to have a conversation about how you're feeling before you move into the unknown. These are all things that are really, really important. And to be honest, they are the things that give you the confidence to move into a new role, knowing that you're going to get the results that you want because you've taken the time to figure out what those things are. So I think it's very easy to get caught up in this moment of, let's move away from this discomfort, we've reassessed. But I urge you to really take the time to think about what you're moving towards, because there's every chance if you don't, you will end up feeling the same way as you do right now. And for that reason, that's why clarity is the beginning of all of my programs. So again, if you're feeling like you want to move, then just some things for you to consider are: why? What is it that you enjoy about your role at the moment? What's missing? What do you want more of in your next role? What do you want less of? What is it you want to think or feel when you leave work at the end of the day? When is the last time that you felt really energized in work? What were you doing? What are your priorities for the next chapter in your life? And for me, in my coaching experience, they generally come down to location, job title, salary, work-life balance. What's your 1, 2, 3, or 4? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? So what does this next move mean in terms of the jigsaw of your career or life? These are all things that if you take the time to really dig down into, can help you make the right next decision for you. But they also can mean that you can figure out what's missing in your current role and make your current role work for you. Not everybody is in a position to move. And sometimes we do need to work on where we're at and how we can make that work better. So these are all things that I hope are really helpful for you. As I mentioned in a previous post, I'm starting my roadmap to success at the end of March. 10 sessions working through this process from clarity to confidence to results to the very end, which is mapping the next chapter. So if you want some company on your journey, or you even want some company to figure out specific area along the journey, then get in touch. And if not, I hope that those thoughts help you to make the right decision for you.